Welcome to the Working Hour. I'm Mike.
And I'm Shane.
And this is the Working Hour with Mike and Shane. Beautifully.
Not bad.
Like professionals.
Not bad. So, this week, we are covering the album My Love Is Cool by Wolf Alice.
That's what you have? I don't have that.
Just kidding.
No, I not to cut you off, but I'm going to cut you off.
Good.
Last night I went out to the garage to just look through my notes, and when I pulled it up the previous podcast, and I was like, did I not save? Did I save my Amy podcast as Wolf Alice? But no, it was fine. I opened up both files, so I was good. Have everything right here in front of me.
I was going to say, I'm assuming this is after you got... Well, you said this was yesterday, right?
Yeah. No, I've had my notes on this for a while. And I went through last night and added a couple things. I didn't have anything for the little... I don't know what the word is. I went brain dead on it.
Trivial?
No, for the spoiler. That's what it was. I just couldn't think of the word. The hidden track. I didn't have anything written down for the hidden track, even in the 2 weeks. And then part of me was like, I ain't even going to do one. It's hidden track. But I did do one last night.
Okay.
For the hidden track. So,
nice.
Yeah. I didn't give it a rating, though. But I can on the fly. Yeah, I just feel like hidden tracks.
Yeah, fair enough. It's a strange one.
A little bit.
This
album's got a couple strange ones in it. But
yeah,
take it from the top. Big dog.
From the top. Released June 22nd, 2015 with a runtime of 48 minutes and 52 seconds. The US edit has it's 51 minutes and 34 seconds. I don't know if that's because of hidden track shit or what that's about, but that's what it says. The label is RCA Records, also with Dirty Hit Records. It's their debut studio album. Singles include number 1, Giant Peach, number 2, Bros, 3, You're a Germ, 4, Freezy, and 5 is Lipson. Mostly, predominantly, critical reception, with an 8 out of 10 average. Guardian ranked it 13 on the best albums of 2015. Members include Ellie Roswell on vocals, guitar, synths, piano, programming. Joff Adi, guitar, backup vocals, synth, programming. Theo Ellis doing bass, backing vocals, synth. Also, there's some other stuff that whenever they get into 7+ things, it's I'm not writing all that down.
It's in the background singers and Pete, Paul, and Piper.
Yeah. So, yeah, Theo Ellis, bass, backing vocals, synth. Joel Amy, drums, percussion, backing vocals, synth, guitar. So everyone in it's pretty talented.
Yeah.
Capable of doing a lot of shit. You have anything else to add?
What were the singles again?
I got it as Giant Peach, Bros, You're a Germ, Freezy, and Lipson.
Okay, so Moaning Lisa Smile is on this album.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually on a EP in 2014 called Creature Songs.
Okay.
But it's on this album, but it didn't debut on this album. So it's weird that they didn't release it as a single again.
Yeah.
Or at least it...
I feel like that's one of their more, popular
That's
songs.
the only song I knew going into this.
Yeah.
Another spoiler.
Okay.
Well, not a single. The song Silk appeared on Trainspotting 2.
Uh-huh.
Peaking at number 39 on the Scottish charts.
Okay.
So, I don't know if that's, the Trainspotting thing or what. But.
Yeah. Could be.
Did you see Trainspotting 2?
Yeah.
You weren't a big fan of it, though, were you?
No, it was.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very good.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's Danny Boyle again, so it's fucking our boy. Did Sunshine. Just this follow-up to it 20 years later. It's a good-ass movie.
I do have that all tracks are written by Ellie, Joff, Theo, and Joel.
Okay.
So.
All right.
You ready? Let's get into it.
All right. Opening track. Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. Totally missed this. Certified Gold in the UK, selling 109,000, 20 units. Alt-rock, dream pop, shoegaze.
I can see it.
Opening track, Turn to Dust, 3 minutes and 7 seconds. When the light creeps from the blinds, I dance in heaven, it's just old passing time. It rains dead weather. It has echoey string opening, kind of a drum machine. You can tell it's kind of the artificial drums. Got there's a clap, some spacey whistling. Oh, guitar plucking. Pretty slow spacey opener. It's not great, but it's not bad. I'm sure like Wolf Alice fans probably like this like more than I did. I think I just wanted like a little bit more like musically. I felt like there wasn't too much to it. But I feel like Ellie, like, I mean, she has very good vocals throughout the whole thing, so I feel like this kind of helped carry the track. I gave it a 6.2 out of 10. So, like, above average, but nothing crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, keep your beady eyes on me to make sure I don't turn to dust. So this reminds me a lot of Mazzy Star's song, Into Dust.
Okay.
It's very similar, like it has that quiet, I don't know, melodic. Did you use melodic to describe it?
I did not.
Okay, but it feels like melodic to me, kind of.
Okay.
So there's that lyric line, and then right after it, fear is in the mind, and my mind lives in a fear as deep and vast as the dirty British Sea. But the way she sings it, it's really good. So I originally put this down as a 6.5, but after listening to it again actually I threw this on yesterday. I told you when I was mowing grass.
Yeah.
Which is actually great now that it's springtime. I can get out in like hour and a half is about what it takes me to mow. So I can throw on an album. I have plenty of time to actually like. The only thing that sucks is I don't really know what song I'm listening to.
Yeah.
But I get familiar enough with it when I do my notes, I can just be like, all right, I know this song. Right. I know what it's about.
Yeah.
So originally I gave it a 6.5, but like I listened to it again last night and I actually
bumped it up.
I really like it. I would give it a strong 7.
Okay.
Honestly.
How high of a 7 are we talking? Are we just talking like just 7?
I would say
like
on the higher end of the 7, maybe a 7.5 on a good day.
Okay.
Because it's not good it's good, but it's not like. Because this is a soft song compared to some of the other more energizing songs on the album, and I tend to like the more energizing ones. But I did like this one.
Yeah.
So
7
to a 7.5.
Well,
but it grew on me. Like I said, initially I didn't have much for it.
Dude, initially I gave it like a 5.2, but then like listen to it a little bit more. I'm like, I like it a little bit more.
I think it's a good. I didn't put this in, but I think it is a good opening track because it is kind of quiet. It's not just like a banger right off the get go.
Yeah, I feel like it does make for like a solid opening track.
Yeah, it's very quiet.
It doesn't need to be everything. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like if maybe I listen to it a little bit more, I might give it a higher rating. But one other thing I will say, like as a positive for it, is like different than a lot of the songs on the album, and I do really appreciate like just the variety of like music in this album. Like a bunch of the songs just sound like completely different from one another. There are like some that are like.
There's one that we'll get into it. I don't want to spill too much.
I think I know.
I think we need to like play the 2 tracks back to back at some point.
Okay.
But
interesting.
Are we on to the next track, sir?
We are on to the next track. That's you.
So track number 2 is Bros. I got it clocked at 3 minutes and 44 seconds.
Same.
So the first time I listened to it, I didn't really listen to it with the lyrics. I kind of was just, probably all the songs going into it, I didn't really listen to the lyrics. I was kind of just more like if you heard it on the radio, you're probably not going to know the lyrics, right? And I think that's a good way to introduce yourself to the music. No, don't overcomplicate it off the get-go. I put it on the second listen, but actually, like I said, I re-listened to the album last night. I think it's really good. It's a good friendship song.
It's a great friendship
song. I do like that. Like, I was listening to it last night, and I'm like, I can't wait to do the podcast tomorrow. My buddy, my best friend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, remember when we both cut our hair short, Shane, so we looked like boys?
Yeah, I do remember that, bro. Yeah.
So, that is, like, we did Amy last week, and then we're doing this, so we got female lead singers here. So I feel like this one's, at least with that one line, it's very personal as a woman's perspective.
Right.
But I feel like even, like, girls sometimes have, like, really good friends that are dudes, and it's, like, an innocent relationship. Like, there ain't no hanky-panky going on. It's just you're a really good friend.
Yeah.
And I feel like having the opposite, like, I'm sure you've had female friends that are very, Yeah. It's just different when you're a guy because you're a horn dog. Yes, it's very hard. But no, I thought it was good. It was a great song about friendship. I will give it that.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty upbeat, way different than track number 1. So I was kind of like, didn't know what I was in for. It's also the first mention of being a wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Are you wild like me, raised by wolves and on a beast? I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
To a 7.
All right. Let's see. And it fluctuates. Like, I normally usually for like a long time I would do like lyrics first, like whenever I'm covering a song, and then I would like kind of like list off other stuff, but it changes back and forth. But I put oh, jump that 43.
Yeah.
Are you
Do you know what
like me?
the reference to 43 was?
No idea.
Because they mentioned it like 3 times in the song. I listened to it last night with the lyrics, and I was like,
I have no
is
idea.
this Ken Block? Like, are they doing a Ken Block tribute?
Yeah,
Actually, he was still alive when this came out, so.
I have no idea. But yeah, are you wild like me, raised by wolves and other beasts? I tell you all the time, I'm not mad. Um, it's really like that part specifically. I really love like kind of Bill's that shit. Like it's very beautifully sung. Yeah, it's very upbeat. It's carefree. Feels like a just indie summer song about just making memories with your best friend. And I feel like this is like for me personally is like where the album like really starts to pick up. Has just a really good vibe and a really cute video. I don't. You
Huh.
probably haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
I haven't seen any of the videos for.
It's just like these. It's just like these two like kid girls like just fucking spend the day together and just having fun, running through like the park, getting ice cream, and like just
Doing cute, innocent kid stuff.
yeah, just they get on like a carousel, they're spinning, like the fucking hair is blown, and just
Nice. Yeah, how can you be mad
nice.
listening to that?
Right. So it's very good. I gave it an 8 out of 10. This is like this is one of my like favorite songs off the album.
Really? Okay. Nice.
So yeah, me again. Your Love's Whore, 4 minutes and 57 seconds. I like that drum intro, kind of builds up a little bit.
It's
And
40 seconds of like that.
Yeah.
And then it takes it. Yeah.
Like that. Guitar kicks in around 126 in the intro, and like it's very good. Vocals, music, come in quiet at let me see. No, it doesn't come in. Vocals and music quiet at 240. There's a build up to at 240, and then build up to 329, and then kind of like explodes into I let your love tease me. Now I am your love's heart. Keep me barely breathing, but I can only love you more. There's a lot of build up to the song. Like you said, like that whole like intro, like up to 126, and just and then just continues to build until it kind of like explodes. And this one's definitely like a lot more rocky. I give this a 8.2. This is in what I noticed like when I think it was like maybe my third listen. There are 2 separate stretches of like 3 songs in a row that I like really fucking love, and this is the second song of one of those stretches.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I got the same thing about the intro, like about 40 seconds of just like quiet intro. This song, like I said, it's about 40 seconds and a minute 26. I wrote about 90 seconds, roughly around there. It kind of picks up, which makes it kind of different from the previous 2 tracks, which were different from each other. So 3 songs in, you got like a variety of sounds here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they all sound similar enough. Like you can believe it's the same, singer
True,
and everything.
yeah.
But it's quite different once it gets to that, I don't know, minute 30 point, like what you were saying. Or, I'm sorry, 90 seconds.
Pause.
And we're going to take a quick break. All right, guys, we're back.
All right, and we just cut off at you doing the opening for Moaning Lisa Smile.
No, I didn't finish. I think for Your Love's a Whore.
Okay. Your Love's a Whore.
I don't think I gave it a rating, did I?
I don't think so.
So at this point of the album did kind of grow on me, even though it's like a variety of songs in the first 3 songs. She's pretty quiet in this, kind of whispering. Not for the whole length of the song, but it's definitely like you can kind of see that there's like a theme to quietness, kind of, which is still kind of deceiving.
A little bit.
I like the way she says lovers, but I can't remember how she says it.
We could be lovers.
Yeah, just her voice. Like I do appreciate her voice, so.
We grow older.
Yes, exactly. And it's
Sorry.
very good. No, you're good. Appreciate it, because I couldn't remember how she said it, but that is how she sang it. I gave it a 6.5 out of 10.
Really? Okay, I was Damn, all right. I was expecting some higher marks here. I'm really shocked that like Fucking Turn to Dust got like the highest like mark so far. Okay. Fair enough, to each their own. I'm not gonna tell you what to like and what not to like, but motherfucker,
Don't
like,
yuck my yum.
won't yuck your yum. Alright, Moaning Lisa Smile. Oh, you.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So going into this album, this was the only song I knew. Oh, this 2 minutes 42 seconds too. I should add that. So this is the only song I knew going into it. I don't know how long ago you shared it to me, but you were the first person to show it to me.
A while ago.
I think it's a standout on the album.
Okay.
For being like one of the more
heavy,
intense songs. Yeah. It's also the shortest song on the album, which I thought was kind of interesting because it does have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense that it would be short because if you're going to do this live, like I'm sure it would be huffing and puffing.
I'm sure.
So I gave it an 8.0 out of 10.
All right.
Why I said 8.0, I don't know. That's what I wrote down.
It's fine. It's what I write down if I give something just like a 7. I'm like, I could probably cut the 0.0, but
put that in there.
It's
proper punctuation.
So let's see. I got I like that like very brief like acoustic intro. Sounds like, and then just it gets very crunchy. Yeah. So looks like the chorus hits at like 40 seconds in. It gets right to it. It wastes very little time.
Coming out swinging.
Comes out swinging. Let me see. And then chorus comes back. The second chorus comes back at 120, so 40 seconds, and then exactly another 40 seconds, the second chorus hits. I like the scrap the blues if the blues don't work. Flash your teeth through the inside hurts. Though the inside hurts. She brings like a really strong like punk and like I said grunge vibes. I don't know how
I can see it.
Like accurate that
a
is.
Bit.
But yeah, just like brings that punk and grunge like to her vocals. It's a really kick-ass song, and I do like whenever the second chorus is getting ready to hit. There's a drum beat. It's like boom, like it's very good.
Nice.
I gave it an 8.5. I think whenever I showed this to you, I think I showed you the video. Do you remember that at all?
If you pulled it up, I probably would refresh my mind. But
Okay.
I mean, it was probably at least a year ago, I would think, if
Probably
not longer
even
than
more.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, it's following Ellie, and she's just like in her neighborhood, and she's dancing outside of her house, and she goes to a dance competition, and she sees like all these cliques like busting out moves like whenever the chorus hits, and like she's like trying to join every group, like, oh, maybe I could be a part of your group, and they're all like, no, forget about it. So she goes and she sits by herself, and then you see like the back of like 3 girls like walking up to her, and like you don't see them from the front, and then you see her like look up, and it cuts to them, and that's when the boom like hits, and then the chorus kicks in, and it's like the other 3 band members, all guys, just in drag. So
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like they got some good videos.
Yeah, and then like they just bust it out for the dance competition, so it's pretty good. You're a Germ, 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Again, it has like pretty quiet acoustic spoken lyrics. Georgie rides a bike to pick her up from school. He likes her because she's pure. She likes him because she heard he's cool.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
And then like the guitar comes in like 30 seconds in and starts shredding, and the song picks up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You ain't going to heaven. Eyes wild, eyes wide, because I'm dragging you down to hell. Backup vocal is just eyes wild, eyes wide, eyes wild, eyes wide. And it gives it a solid rock song. Gives a very like with the eyes wild, eyes wide. It gives it like a kind of a live feeling. Like it feels like the crowd is like chanting it back. And I like the outro ends with like a ha 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 ha.
Yeah, I caught that last night when I was mowing. I was like, was there laughing at
that? Yeah. This song like always flew under my radar. I think like just something about like the intro never really like did it for me. I don't know. I think I just kind of like lost my interest for whatever reason. I don't think I just like properly engaged with it before we did this review. I gave it a 7.
Okay. So I got here a little snippet from an interview with Consequence of Sound, where the bassist Theo Ellis. He said, "quote The spark. This was. I'm not even going to quote it. It's a loosely quote. This was the spark to some of our first mosh pits, and
Makes sense.
holds a solid place in our hearts as one of our older songs." So like you were saying with the eyes wild, eyes wide, sounding like the crowd chanting back, that goes perfectly with what he was saying. Like you could totally see how a crowd would get into that. I liked it. I feel like Moaning Lisa Smile and You're a Germ is more of the upbeat energy that I like from Wolf Alice. So the drumming on this, the percussion, if you want to call it, was very good. Again, it's another short song, under 3 minutes, barely.
Yeah.
2 minutes 53, so it's short, just like Moaning Lisa Smile, which you can imagine, a lot of energy. I feel like it kind of goes back and forth, like a little bit of yo-yoing going on, and kind of softer, and then it goes back into like hard drumming, and she screams on it quite a bit too. I think, yeah,
she does it well too.
Yeah, there was like one point where I'm like, I wonder what that sounds like live. Like, I don't know if she could hit that and make it sound that good, because it's like it's very good. I like the chorus a lot. The you ain't going to heaven because I'm dragging you down to hell. I thought that was really good. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10.
Respect.
It's one of my favorite songs on the album. I think it really did grow on me.
Okay.
I think mostly the chorus does it for me.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you kind of brought up the point about their first moshes. That's cool. That's neat.
Yeah, because when I first read that, I was like, really, this song? And then the more I listened to it, I was like, oh yeah, I could totally see that actually. Track number 6 is Lisbon.
Yeah.
3 minutes and 26 seconds. Now, you posted a story yesterday, I believe, with the song. I didn't listen to the snippet of the song. I probably should have.
You're fine.
You've
heard the song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you picked like a specific part of the song.
Not just the intro.
Okay, because I'm smoking your menthols and wearing all your clothes again.
Yeah.
So again, this is another song from a female perspective. It is sang by a female, so you can totally understand it. I put the lyrics, I don't want to say they're sad, but it's definitely like not a super happy song. I feel like you're kind of missing somebody or something. I don't know. My arms are here. I've been ready for so long, and I would lick your wounds and care. So it wasn't a crazy good song for me. It's another softer song. Kind of goes in the boat with To Dust.
Into Dust.
Into
Turn
Dust.
to Dust.
Yeah, I was getting the Mazzy Star one mixed up with
You're
it.
good.
So it's a little quieter. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I mean, it's not
Really?
a bad song at all.
Okay.
Maybe it's 6.5.
All right.
A little bit better, but yeah, that's about what I call it.
I like the fact that we listen to this album, and I feel like we're not really on the same mark for a lot of these.
I feel like we've been close on a couple.
Some, but I mean, I feel like that's more of their
you like all the songs I hate.
Now, here's the thing. Okay.
We're splitting this album up in the divorce.
Me? Do I get?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
I just keep.
I was gonna say if you
tangenting you.
I'm getting fucking Lisbon. All right, I'm taking that with me. You're like, you can have that.
Have it.
Take it. Yeah. So I put that the intro kind of reminds me of Tonight by Smashing Pumpkins. Just a little. I don't know. Just similar vibes.
They have a similar sound, like musically, not vocally at all, but musically I can see it. A lot of electronic.
But yeah, it's the part where I love the opening. It's like, you're gonna look at me twice. It's eventual. You're here when you're not, 'cause I'm smoking your menthols. And I like the way that she plays with syllables in the song. And I didn't really pay attention to if she did that a lot through the rest of the album.
What do you mean with the syllables?
Okay,
she timed stuff up, kind of
to make it flow better as a song, because you're gonna look at me blah 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 blah, because I'm smoking your menthols.
Yeah.
Smoking your menthols.
Okay, that's what I thought you meant, because she does do that a lot, where she powers her vocals with the strumming or the peak points of whatever, drumming,
right,
strumming, whatever. So I agree with what you're saying there 100%.
So, and I got that on there twice because I didn't feel like writing it down, the whole smoking your menthols. This song flew under my radar big time for years. Now it's legit one of my favorites. And I really like her lyrics in this. It almost kind of reminds me of And I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I could be way off the mark here, but it reminds me of Matt Talbot a little bit from Hum.
Okay.
I also wrote down the part where she's like, in a black, black hole, deeper than death, I would wait for you there. Just give me the breath to say it. Back together. I'm like, I like that.
Yeah, her writing is the band's writing is very good.
So yeah, I really like those lyrics. That's nice. Yeah, flew under my radar. I like the fact that for this song, the vocals stay pretty soft. Like they never like she never screams.
Yeah, it is a very soft song.
It like the thing is, her vocals are soft, and it starts soft, but then as it goes on, like the song becomes more like chaotic, like instrument wise. Like it gets louder, more aggressive, and like all over the place. But her vocals maintain
Nice and quiet, yeah.
Yeah.
Same level pretty much throughout.
Yeah, and I really that did it for me. I really like that, dude. I gave this song a 9.
Okay.
Like I don't know why. I tended to skip it back in the day, but it
really grew on you.
It
really
grew on
spoke to you.
big time.
Nice.
And it has a video, but like the video isn't really.
Yeah. Give a video like a 6.
Yeah, it's fine. There's not much to say about it. But yeah, that's all I got for that. And then on to Silk, 4 minutes and 3 seconds. This song has a ton of build up, like pretty much almost nothing but build up, like until like the very end of the song. Yeah, big build up, big payoff at 3 minutes and 6 seconds. It was my first Wolf Alice song that I ever heard. And it was thanks to the Train Spotting 2 trailer. I was like, what is this song? This shit rocks, dude. Okay. I wrote down, just looking for a protector. God never reached out in time. There's love and there's a savior.
That ain't no love of mine.
My love, it kills me slowly. Slowly I could die. Great lyrics. Super, like, atmospheric build up and, like, great payoff. Love this song. I love, like, the bass, like, bong, bong,
Yeah.
bong, 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 bong. Like, and like whenever she like says slowly I could die for like the second chorus, like when it's like really getting loud, like she like kind of screams it and it sounds fantastic. I gave it a 9.3.
Okay. All right. So like you were saying, it's a very quiet intro. I literally had to like stop what I was doing and make sure like my music was still playing when I was first listening to this with my earbuds because it's very quiet.
Sorry. One thing I forgot. Lisbon, like transitions perfectly into this because it kind of like fades
very
out.
Quiet, yeah. I like songs that do that. I almost wonder if that's like the side 2 on the vinyl.
Oh, it could be.
Maybe they did that if they're like vinyl snobs like that because
Yeah.
it is nice when you have like a fade out on the side 2.
I mean that would make sense because it. Now I'm curious about it. Probably because I feel like Lisbon is probably like song like 6 maybe.
Yeah, Silk is number 7.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry.
Trying to remember where I was at. Yeah, so I just had to make sure my Spotify was still playing. I think she sounds a little bit like Lorde in this, at least from like what I know off the Pure Heroin album. I could see like little similarities.
Okay.
Not so much when it gets to the high energy, but like I don't know. I just kind of came to the conclusion. I thought they sounded similar here and there. I have the same line, just looking for protector. God never reached out in time. There's a love that is a savior, but that ain't no love of mine. I could quote a lot of lyrics off this track. That was the only one I snagged.
I could probably sing this whole like song without looking at the lyrics.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I wrote that it was my favorite track off the album. I'd say it's definitely my top 3. Favorite might not be the best. Because like I said, I wrote these notes a couple weeks ago. I would show this to someone though as an introduction to Wolf Alice.
Yeah.
For sure. It was that good to me. Like you said, it's like, 3 minutes, 26 seconds, something like that when they do the guitar.
Yeah.
So it's almost the end of it. Like you said, it's a hell of a payoff, hell of a build-up. I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. It's not like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like, from what little I've heard outside of this album, it doesn't really feel like it falls like in like the ballpark of like what I would say like their normal sound is. This one's a little different. But it is that good that it's like, yo, I could show this to someone and like...
They probably like it.
Yeah, they probably dig it.
If they don't...
Fuck them. They're out of here. No, I remember being like, Alex, you really need to listen to this, and she's like, oh yeah, like, I don't think she ever did.
To that song specifically, Silk.
I think I got her the CD, and I don't know if she ever listened to it or not. So anyway. But oh yeah, and Lisbon is the start of the second stretch of 3 songs. That, Silk, and Freezy.
All right.
So on to Freezy.
Number 8 coming in at Pi, 3 minutes 14 seconds.
Yeah.
So again, we get another mention of the wolf. Did you really wanna with the wolf? Did you really wanna with Alice? Yeah. And she's like, you can hate us all you want. It don't mean nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
It also drops the album name in the song.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Almost.
Okay. Maybe I know there is mention of the album in a later song.
It is.
Damn. Okay, I must have missed that.
You're good. It's close, but it's not.
What does she say?
Our love is cool.
It's funny because last night I was out in the garage and I was like trying to pull it up and I was like, our love is cool, and that's what I looked it up, and it came up obviously because it was close enough.
Right.
But it's like,
nope, not this time.
It's the same album to me.
Yeah.
In my dyslexia. I thought it was a super catchy song. I feel like the flow of her vocals with the music kind of combining, which I mean they do that in all the songs, but I thought this one made it particularly in this song, the combination of the two and the singing of it made it a better song than what it probably should have been. If that even makes sense. I give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay. I put there's like a pretty solid like drum beat and bass to open. There's almost like a weird like warbly effect in the background. You know, if I played it, you'd like, oh yeah, that. But yeah, I put, did you really wanna with Alice? Did you really wanna with the wolf? And hate us all you want, but it don't mean nothing at all. It's a really groovy pop song. Also has a cool video. It's them. It's like the band out in like this like idyllic, like over stylized like forest area, and everything is like sparkling and like twinkling, and there's like fucking big giant bright neon like mushrooms around them, which they start to eat and like start to like
nice.
trip base, and they're like just freaking out while like, but in a good way, and like it's
just stabbing each other.
I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill him. All right. Yeah, no, it almost drops the title. Our love is cool, and yeah, this is the closer to the second 3-song stretch. It is very catchy, like you said. It's probably like the song at face value for like just what it's made up of. Probably not like the best song, but like the way that it all works together does kind of make it better than the sum of its parts. So I gave it like an 8.7. It's very good.
Okay.
This is another song I feel like I could probably like show a chick and she'd be like, yeah, all right, this Wolf Alice. Say what? Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm praying on you tonight. You know. So. But next we go on to Giant Peach.
Next.
4 minutes and 35 seconds. It has like a staticky open, very punk rock vibe, and it this is definitely like one of the more like punk songs on it. I feel like kind of reminds me of the Runaways a little bit. So
not really familiar with them, honestly.
Cherry Bomb.
Oh.
Cherry Bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of similar energy.
I got you. Yeah, no, I can see that. You said that.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm looking for, you know, but I'm not looking for proof. I really admire like the band and Ellie's ability to hit these different like musical styles on the album. I like the part where she screams, "My dark and pretty town." It's a really good song. Not a favorite, but it's got a really good energy to it. Give it a 7.2.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
So I put that Ellie herself. She said that the song was about growing up in London, and it's about a love affair with the city. The title of the song is reference to Ronald Dahl's book James and the Giant Peach.
Makes sense.
Roswell described the song as a song you dance to, but also a song you can lose your shit to.
Uh-huh.
So I agree with what she's saying there. Like it is kind of it's a heavier song. I think this and You're a Germ are like solid heavy songs. Different than Moaning Lisa Smile.
Yeah.
And it's but they're all heavy, but I don't know. It's just like a different kind of heavy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I like like I mentioned, I kind of like them, even though I did like Into Dust quite a bit. It's kind of an outlier and it's a little soft. Where I kind of like more of this sound from them, especially.
Okay.
I give this a 7.5.
Okay. All right, we're close. On to Swallowtail.
On to number 10. Swallowtail. Coming in at 5 minutes and 41 seconds. Now this one, folks. This one's going to throw you for a curve. Honestly, at this point, track 10, I'm like, what just happened? What
is this?
Did my music start playing somebody else?
Yeah.
And then when I found out it was the drummer,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow. Actually, though, I do like his voice. Now, I don't think this song fits well with the band so much.
No.
I could see this being a good live song for him just because, I don't know.
It would work good as like an interlude, I feel like.
Well, he could be out there just doing his thing and they could have him literally playing it to like a recording.
Yeah.
And him just doing the light drum work and him singing.
Right.
So I did like it. Like, I did like it. I actually was reading about it on Reddit and I seen quite a few people did like his voice. I liked his voice.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's kind of an oddball. And if it was on its own, I'd put that I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah. Not something I'd probably search for because it didn't blow my socks off, but like I could respect it.
Yeah.
But with the album, I give it a 6.5 out of 10 just because like I said, I got to it and I was like, it was like that song in the Alt J album we did where it was just like that music in the British, you know what I'm talking about? The one that's like 42 seconds and it's just like,
yeah.
Whatever. I can't remember specifically.
Right,
I was like, what is this?
Uh-huh.
What is this? That's all I got.
Okay. I put Head Straight Down into the crowd that you've been leaning on. The drummer is singing.
My boy Joe.
It's a very like stripped back, change of pace. The lyrics are not very much. They're pretty repetitive. But I thought the instruments were actually really solid, especially in the second half. Like instrument wise, like it gets pretty good in the second half. There's like stuff in that I really like. I did feel like it was a little bit of a chore to get to that though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like yeah, it's good, but
yeah, it's the longest song on the album. Am I wrong? Almost 6 minutes. Like what is this? Pink Floyd?
Yeah, dude. No, it's 5:41. Like fuck. Yeah, that's long, especially if like you're not really mixing up the lyrics that much. But yeah,
Swallowtail.
But it doesn't really do much for me. I miss Ellie. And then in the last 40 seconds, it kind of goes like pop punk. Like just like
it does kind of change a little bit.
And I'm like, where the fuck?
So where was this at for the first,
Yeah. But I gave it a 5.2 out of 10, which like I think this song kind of is like made me go back and like rethink Turn to Dust because I'm like, okay, I appreciate that way fucking more after hearing this. But like I like knew like because I texted you like after I said we should do this album next. I remember telling you like, yeah, Swallowtail, bro. I don't know about this.
I don't fucking like that.
Yeah, I'm like, take a guess what song I don't like. But
Dust?
I started to write it down. I put might work more, and then I put a line through it. But it might work more if it was like it would work more if it was like a different band, or if it was if maybe we got more of his vocals on other songs.
I agree. Yeah, they're like, where's this dude behind?
Yeah,
just got back there hitting the drummies.
I'm like, yeah, I'm here. They're like, oh, you're singing.
Yeah, and he's got a pretty good voice.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, not at all.
But like, yeah, I just feel like it didn't really fit with the rest of the album. That's just me. But I mean, that sounds like that's you too. So. But yeah, so 5.2 out of 10. Next song, Soapy Water, 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Has like a soft, like almost like muffled, like sound to the song. Has really strong like synth and drum fusion. They pair really great with her vocals, I feel like. Anxiety's grip is always waiting to take me. It sits in my stomach. I fear it's starting to shape me. It's hard to live when you're scared. It's hard to live when you're scared to die. This was another song that got overlooked by me for a long time, and I love it now. I think the lyrics are very good. Yeah, that's about what I got. I gave it an 8.
Nice. So I put that it was like a very on the heavy side of like the digital music sound on the intro. A little bit different, but then it goes right back to like the more familiar sound with the more energy.
Mm-hmm.
I had the same line. Anxiety's grip, always waiting to take me. It sits in my stomach. I fear it is starting to shape me. It's hard to live when you're scared to die. So this song definitely grew on me. I probably gave it like a little bit lower score the first time I listened to it, but I did like it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's another song where she does, like you were saying earlier, I can't remember what track we were talking about, but her vocals line up with like the percussion and the rhythm of the song, which she kind of like makes her put like emphasis on
Syllables.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought gave it a little bit of a boost. I would give it a 7 to a 7.5.
Okay.
Like I said, it definitely grew on me, but it's still just not 100% for me. But I'd give it a 7 to a 7.5.
Yeah, and I really admire just again the fact that it's different than like a lot of what came before. I guess if anything, this might be like a companion piece to like Silk, maybe. I mean, that's like the closest thing on the album I can think to like compare it to, personally. So,
All right.
sorry, I like got done. I gave it a rating, and then that's normally where it ends, and I go to the next song. But I did write down one more set of lyrics, and I got like a line like going around it, like no, that's with this song.
Did you miss out on it? What was it from?
So it's from Soapy Water, and it's because nothing heals misery's fist, no witch's pills, no lover's kiss. If life is easy, then what is this? I'm like, that's good. That's really good. That's good.
Oh,
I like that. So
I think it is you though, isn't it?
no, it's you.
Okay, because I was like trying to go, and then I was like, wait, he was just talking. Did I forget? So song number 12, Fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
Fluffy. Yeah. So 2 minutes and 44. Now I wasn't crazy about this song. I just thought it was like too playfulish.
Mm-hmm.
I could see it being a cool song to see live though. Definitely like I don't know, but not like I just it didn't really hit me, and I just didn't really find it relatable at all. So but not a bad song. I think the song sounds a lot like You're a Germ at points.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel you could sing Eyes Wide at certain points, and it would almost line up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, but I gave it a 5.5 out of 10 just because I was like,
fair.
Not really,
not feeling it.
Not really doing it.
Starts fast, starts loud. Drums and guitar to start off. It's one of the heavier songs. I'm not looking for no love affair. I'd sell my soul just to get me somewhere. What's there to do in this dead old town? Oh, I can't believe I live here now. So I'm searching for cheap thrills, some way and somehow. And then it doesn't say fluffy. It's like it says like 16, so sweet. Like
that's right. Yeah.
But the instruments really shine on this song. Like it almost feels like her vocals are kind of given like a little bit of the background, a little bit like, and really just forefront is just the music itself.
Maybe that's why I didn't like it so much.
Yeah,
because she definitely is doing the vocals on the You're a Germ. Like that's definitely her.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a backtrack.
Yeah. But let me see. Yeah, the lyrics or the instruments really shine on this song, while Ellie puts in great vocals from soft to screaming. I like that she can like kind of switch up on the song and go from easy to just heavy. And I put that it's probably great live. I gave it a 7.4.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, not bad. And then the final song, Wonder Why.
I wish you would step back. It's not Wonderwall.
No, it's not. Not at all.
God damn.
It's okay. And I put in parentheses hidden track. And the thing is, I'm not sure if Fluffy is like where like there's the pause leading into the like hidden track, or if Wonder Why is the final song on the album.
See, I put that it was a bonus track
because there's a break. Like in between, like, the song is almost split, like, into two.
Okay.
Where it's completely different in the second half.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, like, sound anything like the first half. I put bass and drum start. What happens when... I do like the... What happens when we die?
Yeah.
No, don't ask questions. Just make sure you survive. Nice slow, like, build up to start. Don't leave me here when I'm not sold.
Yes.
And I really liked just a good, like, mix of quiet to loud. And then the song changes at 4 minutes and 4 seconds to so starts at 4 minutes and 4 seconds. There's like a pause for about a minute, and at 5:03 it turns into like just like a completely different song. So I was like, is that the hidden track? I don't know. Very quiet acoustic vocals. They sound like they're coming through a like whenever the second half of the song kicks in, the vocals kind of sound like they're coming through like a gramophone or a phonograph.
Yeah, I can see it.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Really. Oh, My Love Bends Rules. My Love is Cool. Proper title drop. Solid closer, I thought. I give it a 7.1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what was your runtime on that, or did it just mix in with Fluffy? Because I have it written down at 6 minutes and 46 seconds. I mean, it's not that big a deal. I was just curious if you had an actual runtime for it.
6:46.
And you're getting yours? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I did like the lyrics off of this. I like the way she sings. You know, my love bends rules. My love is cool. She's got a little bit of the la la la's in there, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
And the way she sings soul, like you said, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that. My laptop went dead for a second. No, I'm not a fighter. I'm just angry all the time. So teach me rock and roll. So I initially, when we started the podcast, I said I didn't give this a review. Now I would probably give this a strong 7.5. Like I did like it. It's crazy. It's a bonus track. It's like, why couldn't you have made Joel's song a bonus track?
Yeah.
Because I feel like fans they would like that.
Yeah. For sure.
I feel like that's where it should have been.
Nice little surprise at the end.
Yeah. For the MVPs.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Overall, it was a good song. Like I said.
Yeah.
Bonus track, hidden track, whatever it may be.
Whatever. It's good. All right. Overall, like, closing thoughts on the album.
I thought it was like all the albums we've done were good.
We haven't had a bad one yet.
No, we haven't. I honestly don't know if
really
we
a
will.
point in having a bad
yeah,
one.
I mean, yeah. Why would you waste your time with something? I mean, but I would say this is probably like more in the bottom half of the albums we've done.
Okay.
But then again, I don't know. Not a bad album. I'd say it's probably something I will come back to again, but it's not something I'll probably let play all the way through. I will probably skip around, but I'll probably hit like at least 4 songs, maybe 5 to 6.
Okay.
And be like, yeah, it's pretty good. And I like Ellie's voice. Like her vocals are very good. It's what makes them a win for me in any way. It's just her vocal and the music's good too. Mm-hmm. Moaning Lisa Smile's been on my like songs on Spotify for a long time. Like it's probably pretty deep in there.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go through and add a couple more songs from just this album that I like. So
I'm assuming like You're a Germ, Silk, Bros, Turn to Dust. No, not Bros.
I'll probably do Bros because I did like it. Like
Okay.
going through, I'll go through it real quick. So Turn to Dust, solid. Bros, solid. Your Love's a Whore, solid. Goddamn, I'm just gonna name every song solid. Moaning Lisa Smile, solid. You're a Germ, solid. Lisbon,
give it another chance.
It's a baby though. Silk, fucking solid. Freezy, just a babe. Giant Peach, I did like that one. Swallowtail,
No.
Soapy Water, pretty good. Pretty good. I'd say it's up there. Fluffy,
Uh-huh.
The Wonder Why, pretty good. So I mean that's the majority of the album.
Yeah.
So and I'm saying it's like on the lower end just because it's not something I 100% listen to. Like I do like her voice, but I wasn't super crazy about it. But if I want that sound, I know where to get it, and she is very good at that sound. What about you? What's your closing?
I said overall it's a very satisfying album with a handful of like really pleasant surprises that are just for an inexplicable, inexplicable. That's it. Reason I don't know why, but they just kind of flew under my radar. But now that I'm like listening to the whole thing, I'm like, yo, this kind of fucking slaps a little bit.
So when, you might have already said, but when did you like first listen to this roughly?
Proper, like the entire album?
No, just like when did you discover them? Because this is their debut album.
I discovered
the Trainspotting.
Yeah,
The
like
Trainspotting trailer.
End of 2016.
Okay.
But I didn't really listen to the
It's
album.
almost 10 years ago, bro.
Yeah, I know. I didn't like listen to the album. Like, don't say those words.
I guess it's not because we still have like we're not even
Don't
halfway
say
through this
those
year.
words.
That's crazy though,
You'll
right?
be fucking here before you know it. So
They'll be fucking here before you know it.
So yeah, like end of 2016. It's when the trailer for that dropped, and I was like, oh, this band. They kind of like landed on my radar then. Might not listen to them right away, but eventually, like in 2018, that's when I like first like was like, oh yo, I bought the album. And I was like, I'm gonna listen to this.
Okay. You just have the one copy, or because you said you bought Alex a copy too? So do you have 2 copies in the house?
I have one. I think hers is in her car, or at least it was, because she doesn't.
It's a place. I was gonna say. I was getting ready to ask. Like,
no. So
you got a CD player though, right?
No.
Damn.
No. So I just have these CDs, but I feel like I could like recommend this album to like a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people that are like fairly like
similar musical taste. Yeah.
Exactly. I put that it has like way more hits than it does misses.
Yeah, I agree with that.
There's a reason that I've liked this album since like my first listen back in 2018. I'm like, yeah, there's a lot to like on this. You know, even if it's not like fully like a banger all the way through. Like,
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like I listened to tracks. I agree with you. Like there's plenty of solid songs on it.
And I'd really like to see them live because I
bet the energy's pretty good.
Yeah, and I would get like a better. I feel like certain songs I'd almost get like a better appreciation for if I saw it live.
I usually do that with live music.
I put thanks Trainspotting too, and I wonder if Atala still listens to them. There's a girl from Tinder that like we were like seeing each other for a while, and I got her a copy of this album, and she fucking loved it. Or she like posted to her like her feed one time. It was just like a picture of her with like lyrics from the song, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you're welcome.
Yeah, got you. So, yeah, that was Our Love Is Cool by Wolf Alice.
You want me to get in with my movie trivia?
Do you want to see what next week's is going to be?
So I didn't really have one, but I'll ring one off the cuff.
Okay.
I believe it's 1977.
Okay.
We're going to do Rumors by Fleetwood Mac.
Okay. You know that's going to pull some fucking views.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like it will.
We'll see. They'll be like, what do these honkies have to say about it?
No, I mean, that's a fucking song. That's an album that people like fucking...
I've been listening to quite a bit of Fleetwood Mac here lately.
Okay.
So.
Rumors. Interesting. This will be fun. Kind of excited.
I have a nice little backstory about the album.
There's plenty of good songs on there.
For me personally.
I've seen them live. So have you.
I have, yes.
Look at us.
I didn't get to see Lindsey Buckingham, but
I think this would be like the first like band that both of us have seen live. This might be the first band that either of us have seen live.
Did you see Stevie Nicks or did you see Fleetwood Mac?
Stevie Nicks. Okay.
Solo careers, different. They actually all had, not all, but like Stevie had a solo, Christine had a solo, and Lindsey Buckingham had a solo. Close enough, though. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Must have ran out of battery on the camera.
It's okay.
No movie trivia.
All right, that's it. End of episode. No, well.
Do you have movie trivia for this week, then?
I do.
Do you want to go first?
How are you doing on your beer?
How are you doing? I mean, I'm about here.
I
mean, I could polish it off whenever.
Polish it off. Let's get round 2 going. I'm going to take a piss, too. Figure we'll, do pause. We'll wrap up the movie trivia, and we'll close up the pod.
Well, you heard him, folks, so stick around. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. We're going to knock out this quick little shot of some Wellers.
Let's see.
And if you're listening at this point, I should say we lost video feed, so just enjoy the thumbnail. That's got some burn on it, don't it?
Oh, yeah, it does.
A little bit. Anyways, with that being said, I think I didn't have anything else to say. We're gonna start with some movie trivia with Shane taking us off here.
Okay.
With my boy Maya.
Okay, so this week's movie trivia is going to be like you and I. We're gonna have to start watching like more movies so that we can like eventually. I'm gonna run out. It's got to be.
You
shit.
will not run out.
Oh,
Are we doing
that,
stuff
like,
that we've seen?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
Well, still, all the same. I feel like.
I mean, eventually, yeah. We just need to watch another movie. Like.
Yeah. Well, you're just gonna have.
Well, we could finish that one thing tonight. We don't have to because you probably got to rent it again, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's fucked up because you left like.
Right before that. So yeah. I think I fucked up because I did Google it. I wanted to see the runtime and the picture was right there, dude. But I don't know who it was.
Okay.
With the Tiefers.
Fuck. All right.
But I do know something happens. I know.
Anyway. Try. You fucked up.
I did, dude. I'm sorry. I was gonna put it on for I almost said Linda. For Linda is like Lindsay's therapist, but I was gonna put it on for Lindsay the other day, and I was like, well, I want to know how long it is, so if I rent it, like we have to be able to finish it. I'm not gonna because we only have it for 24 hours, and like I don't know if we'll get back here.
Right.
So I pulled it up, and literally it was like right there, runtime 142, and then they just little tiny picture. Yeah, but I don't know which one.
I don't know.
But I'm assuming it's not any of the people in the RV that were in the RV to begin with. But I could be wrong.
Okay. All right. I don't know. Maybe I'll look it up myself and see, just to like kind of get an idea of what you saw. But I know. I
vaguely remember it at this point, but yeah. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I can't help it. I had to see the runtime.
I'm sorry. This week's movie trivia is Moon.
Have I seen that?
Moon? No, I don't think you have actually.
Yeah, Moonatic.
I can only account for what occurs in my apartment. So, released June 12th of 2009, directorial debut of Duncan Jones.
Duncan.
With it's like Jones, you say? Okay.
Jones Duncan.
More like Duncan.
Duncan on who?
Bro.
More like Duncan Dog Nuts.
Oh, more like Duncan Slob on these nuts. Budget of $5 million, box office of $9.76 million.
Ooh.
Yeah. But I mean, like...
I mean, for what it was, though.
Yeah, it's money back.
Oh, yeah.
So that's good.
That's all that matters. Sam Rockwell.
Kevin Spacey read the script and agreed to voice Gertie, but only when the film was finished, and if he liked it. Having loved the movie, he recorded his lines in half a day.
More beans?
Would you like more hot sauce on your beans?
Oh, that's what it was, yeah.
It was shot during a writer's strike, which caused most of the other productions at Shepperton Studios to shut down. Director Duncan Jones says that he got a number of top-class effects people on the crew because of the lull. So, the movie was shot in 33 days. The filmmakers initially attended on the CGI special effects with very little like actual model work, but they discovered it would cost like $500,000 to do like the CG for like everything. It's like, oh well, $500,000 on a $5 million budget. It's like that's
a significant bit.
That's a chunk.
Yeah.
They went back to the model makers and asked how much like the actual miniature work would cost for the same scenes. And they were shocked to find out that it would only cost $47,000. So not even 1% of the film's budget to do like the model work.
You got charged to win.
They were like, "Fuck it, you're in."
We'll write a check.
Yep, let's do it.
You can't cash it till the first of the month, but
the four harvesters in the movie are nicknamed Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, corresponding with the first 4 books of the New Testament.
I'm starting to see a lot of religious trends in movies.
Yeah. And it seems like also with like sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. That seems to be like a pretty big thing. Prior to making the film, Duncan Jones was more well known to be David Bowie's son.
Which he still is.
Right, but like that was kind of like his whole thing. And
he took a new, which I can respect.
Yeah, it's like
With a name like Bowie, I mean, you gotta.
It's like, are you related to Dayton? Like, yeah, I am. But Rockwell would later make an uncredited cameo in Duncan Jones' 2018 film Mute as his Sam Bell character from Moon. Let's see. Upcoming releases are April 24th, 2025. Documentary Pink Floyd Live.
Yeah, about the movie. It's not what I'm thinking. Okay, that's a DVD re-release I'm actually thinking about.
Okay.
Live at Pompeii.
Oh, fuck, that comes out this week. Okay, so that comes out the 24th. April 25th.
That's probably not at like every theater though, right? That's
No,
probably
it's a limited release,
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
what I
like
thought.
kind of select theaters. March 25th, we have horror. It is Until Dawn, based off a video game. Sci-fi is Star Wars Episode 3 for its 20-year anniversary.
Nice.
Documentary Cheech and Chong's last movie. And action, we have The Accountant 2, which is like follow-up to a pretty good little action movie from like 2016, The Accountant with Ben Affleck. So, and it was like back when I was like really starting to become a fan of his.
Nice.
It was like right after.
Of Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like right after Gone Girl came out.
Okay.
Like maybe like a year and a half later.
I don't know if I've seen that.
You've seen Gone Girl. It's the one where like his wife just like disappears, and they're like, "Did you fucking kill your wife?"
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
That's a good one.
I need to rewatch it, honestly.
And then like more shit starts coming out. It's like, oh, he definitely fucking killed his wife. And it's like, well, did he? Hey, good though. But yeah, that's all I got for this week.
All right, so I got some little movie box office trivia from our friends at Box Office Mojo again. This year.
Mm-hmm. This year. Okay.
Is going to be 2014. That's what year we're doing this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured, senior year for you. I was
in.
already out,
I'm ready.
living my adult life, 1 year in the books.
I'm ready. I'm going to get
So, we got 5 matchups here.
Okay.
You're going to take the higher grossing movie.
Like, wait. So, like, are we, just so we're clear, are we talking domestic? Are we talking worldwide? What are we talking about?
Oh, we'll go domestic, I would assume.
Okay, so within the States. Okay.
Yes, I would say. So, the first matchup. Now, these aren't top of the line movies for 2014. But we got Dumb and Dumber 2.
Okay.
Which I have not seen. I heard it was...
It's not very good, but there are a couple of moments that like
Joe Dirt 2?
Yes, that are so dumb that I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, can't help it.
And then we got Tammy, which I'm pretty sure I've seen Tammy.
Okay. Oof, dog. Okay.
So Tammy is Warner Bros. Dumb and Dumber 2 is Universal Pictures.
Okay.
Now I will tell you these are next to each other in the ratings. So these two are very close, within $400,000 of each other.
400,000.
Which makes you honestly, because you would think with it being a sequel.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people are like, yeah, it's
Tammy.
Yes.
No.
Dumb and Dumber came in with 84 million.
Okay.
966,000.
Not great.
Tammy came in with 84, 525,000.
Okay.
So close.
All right.
So we got
off to a bad start already.
Well, it's the first one.
All
so
right.
our next matchup is on one. My voice got correct. Fury going up against the Equalizer. Now I haven't seen either one of these movies. They're released around the same time in 2014. Fury was released in October 17th, coming from Sony Pictures.
And the Equalizer was released when?
September 26th by Sony Pictures as well.
So pretty close.
And these are pretty close too. Within about 15 million of each other.
The Equalizer?
Correct.
Let's go. Thank God.
The Equalizer came in with 100,915,000, while Fury came in at 85,244,000.
It basically just came down to fucking Denzel Washington.
Well, yeah,
versus
he's
Brad
gonna.
Pitt, and
Yeah,
that's it. It's like which one of these two are gonna.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, The Equalizer, I feel like, is a very good.
Have you
Fury.
seen it?
I have not. I haven't seen either one of these. I need to see Fury.
You haven't seen Fury?
I haven't. Lindsay's got a copy of it. We just need to sit down. She's actually got a physical copy of it.
Okay.
Just haven't watched it.
Interesting.
So, 50-50 right now, bud.
Okay.
So, coming up next, we got 2 action movies. Well, not action. I guess I should say more like superhero movies. So, we got X-Men, Days of Future Past.
And Winter Soldier?
No, but I think that's on here.
Okay.
We got The Amazing Spider-Man 2. They're released within like 12 days of each other.
Oh, dude, I know because I remember going to see both of them.
Nice.
I saw both of them.
Yeah.
At the same theater, nonetheless. I went to Pickerington for both.
No, these are in the top 10. The next matchups are all within the top 10.
Okay, so this is just a shot from the hip, and this is purely based off of just quality because I know one is fantastic, it's considered one of the best in the franchise, and the other is critically maligned, and people are oh, this sucks. I am going to go out on a limb, so much so that it kind of halted that series from moving on any further. They totally recast. I'm gonna say X-Men.
You're right, sir.
All right.
X-Men came in at number 7.
Okay.
233,921,000. While The Amazing Spider-Man, still a great movie, came in at number 10. 202,853,000.
I will say, X-Men, fucking Days of Future Past. That's the X-Men trailer I showed you that had fucking sunshines
the same. Who did that? Was it I can't think of his name. Trent?
No,
who did it? Was it Hans? It wasn't Hans, was it?
It's not Hans Zimmer either. I can't remember who it is, but whoever it made that fucking piece of music.
Nice.
Great. I love that fucking song. So good.
So good.
And Amazing Spider-Man 2 kind of sucks, but the thing is Andrew Garfield's really fucking good in it. He's I really got a new appreciation for him after I fell in love with The Social Network. So now I'm okay, he's the man. He's my boy. So, all right.
So moving on. I wouldn't say these are similar enough. I haven't seen either one. We got the Lego Movie, released in February of 2014. Put out by Warner Bros. Versus Transformers: Age of Extinction. Coming out in the summer, June 27th, and that is by Paramount Pictures.
Lego Movie.
Correct.
There we go.
Lego Movie was number 4,
okay.
And Transformers was number 5.
Close enough. Damn. Okay, it was close.
So this is not as close as the, what did I say?
What, $20 million difference?
Between Dumb and Dumber and Tammy, which was within the same, it was within 400,000. So that was super close.
What's the difference?
Between the Lego Movie and Transformers?
Yeah.
Lego Movie was 257,760,000. So 257 million versus 245 million.
Okay.
From Transformers.
Okay, so $12 million.
Yeah, but
my thinking behind that is Lego Movie's a kid-friendly movie. Not that Age of Extinction isn't, but
I'm sure it's PG-13 or maybe even rated R.
It's PG-13, but
okay.
Fucking Lego Movie.
Yeah, you're not gonna take your 6-year-old.
PG. You can take all the fucking kids to that.
All the kids.
Yeah, that's.
Get the van with the panels.
And I remember being at
windows.
I remember being at McDonald's and people were like, "I want this toy," so it was I'm okay, it was a big deal.
You're gonna get what you're gonna get, and you ain't gonna throw a fit.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. Be happy about that. It's called a happy meal.
So technically you've won. You've already got 3 out of 5.
Okay.
So you've won. But this is the number 1 and hopefully that's a typo, but I think I have it as number 1 and number 3, which would make sense.
Okay.
Because it's close enough to.
Ooh, I think I might know.
So we have Guardians of the Galaxy
versus Captain America.
Versus Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah.
It's a good year for you, bud. Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy came in at 332 million, while the Winter Soldier came in at 259 million, which is quite a big gap.
Big fucking
when you look at that's number 1 and number 3. It might have been number 2. I might have typed that out wrong, but we'll say it's number 3. Dumb and Dumber though, 35 and 36 was 400,000 difference.
Okay. Yeah, no, I remember because damn, so Guardians of the Galaxy was number 1 for that year.
According to our friends at Box Office Mojo.
Damn.
For 2014, yeah, 332 million. I mean, that's
because it was
that's Walt Disney too.
they
both were Walt Disney.
Yeah.
Should have known, yeah.
Disney Marvel.
Yeah.
No, because I remember I saw both of those in
Monopoly.
theaters. I remember like seeing Captain America and then like going over to your place like later that night because I was getting ready to graduate. Then Guardians of the Galaxy came out in like August, I think, of like that summer, and like it was based on a comic that like no one really like the general public didn't
I've
really
seen
know
it
about.
though. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
I think I watched number 1 and number 2 like back to back.
yeah, people didn't really know like fucking what Galaxy of the Guardians of the Galaxy was, but it was such a hit that like people were like, give us more. So
I did the soundtrack.
soundtrack's
Is
banging.
lit.
Yeah, absolutely,
Lit.
it's good shit. So that was a good episode though. Very good.
Very good. And friends, I'd say on that note, we're gonna get you out of here. So till next time.
Don't work too hard now.